So I just passed my road test. Yay. So hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So for this video, I finally passed my road test. So the other day, I shared with you how I passed my knowledge test, and a few days after that, nagbook ako agad ng road test because I feel like I'm already ready. So but there are a lot of things that I did before actually booking for the knowledge test and the road test. So that's what I'm gonna share to you on this video. Okay, so before we proceed with the tips and advices on how I passed my road test, balik muna tayo what happened on that day. So, ano ba yung process when you get there? So, my appointment is 8:35 a.m. ng Friday morning yon. So, that's the earliest appointment. ICBC licensing office opens at 8:30. So, I was there maybe mga 15 minutes early. So since road test naman ako, when I got there, I parked in the designated parking spot for road test applicants. And then I lined up na. So ganun kaaga, may line up na rin. But ang maganda lang, once they open the door, maraming staff yung nag-iintay to assist everyone. So pagpasok, ako na rin naman agad. So they checked for my documents. So what I brought that day is my interim driver's license, the one that they gave me during my knowledge test. Parang paper siya, yellow paper. Tapos, of course, ID. So either kung may BCID ka or kung may other health card ka na may photo, or me, I brought my passport kasi non-photo yung health card ko, and then I don't have any other IDs naman na. So, I brought my passport, and then I also brought my work permit kasi isa rin yun dun sa chinek nung last time nung nag-knowledge test ako. So, nung aside from those documents, they will also ask for your password, which they ask nung knowledge test processing din. So, this password will be used in all your ICBC transactions. So, don't forget that. And then, ito rin yung ginamit ko when I booked for the road test, which is in another video. May step-by-step tutorial ako about how to book the road test. And then, so, once na-check naman na yun, yun nga, hiningi yung kung nasan yung car, anong parking spot, and then kung anong license ng car. And then, I was told to pay the $50 road test fee. And after that, I was asked to wait in the car for my instructor. So, balik na tayo sa kotse. So, nandun na ako sa kotse. Ayun, ninenervyos pa rin. Pero, when I saw my instructor, he looks like a very jolly man. Hindi nakakatakot yung itsura. So, medyo nawala naman ng konti yung nervyos ko. Pero ninenervyos pa rin talaga ako. So, nung lumapit na siya sa akin, he asked if I was Yvette, if I was the correct road test driver for that day assigned to him. So, bago siya pumasok sa car, may mga test muna na kailangan gawin. So, one of that, he instructed me to pull down the windows, and then asked me to turn on the engine, and then yung signal for hand signal. So, ito siya. So, naka-open yung window, diba? So, gaganyan ka. This one is left. And then, when it's up, it's right. And then, when it's down, it means stop. If your signal lights are broken, at least you know how to signal, right? So, yun yung isa sa mga question. And then, yun nga, yung left and right signal. Sa harap, pinagawa niya, tiningnan niya kung open yung lights. And then, nung nasa likod siya, pinaulit niya sa akin para makita naman yung lights at the back kung gumagana. And then, ano ba? Wiper, pinagana niya yung wiper. And then, low beam and high beam, pina-check niya. And then, brakes. Yun lang yata. So, other than that, wala na. So, pumasok na siya ng kotse, and then ask how I was, ganyan, konting chika, and then how sinabi ko talaga sa kanya na ninenervyos ako, pero I've been driving for a long time already. So, hopefully I could pass the road test for that day. So, before, during my husband's road test, hiningi sa kanya yung insurance ng car and registration. So, prepare ko siya. Pero this time, hindi na chinek nung instructor. Tinanong ko siya actually kung if you wanna check it. Sabi niya, no need na. And then, I strap on my seatbelt. And then, yun na, ready to go na. He told me that he'll give the instructions prior to, kunyari, magla-left turn ka. Bago ka, malayo pa lang, bago ka, sasabihin na niya na turn left on the next main intersection or turn right on the next corner or something like that. So, during the whole road test, 2 hands on the wheel. So, naka-hold lang talaga ako sa manibela. Hindi naman sobrang stiff, pero relax lang. And then, sinusunod ko lang kung ano yung sinasabi niya. So, tuloy-tuloy lang. I think the test, the driving went for around 20 to 30 minutes. Yun nga, check niya lahat ng anong mga kailangan mo. I'll discuss more later dun sa part ng tips and advices. But then, after the road test, pinapark niya ako ulit dun sa spot ko since it's available. Part na rin ng test yon yung reverse parking. So, during the actual road test, kinakabahan ako tuwing, kunyari, nag-instruct siya, tapos may sinusulat siya, nag-jot down siya ng notes dun sa papel niya. Natatakot ako actually kasi baka mamaya mga mali ko yung sinusulat niya or whatever, di ba? May checklist kasi papakita ko dito. So, after ng road test, in-explain naman niya how was my driving. So sabi niya, good shoulder checks and good steering control as well. But meron siyang mga napansin, like when I turn, it's very wide daw. Nasasakop ko na yung isang lane. Pero it didn't cause naman for me to fail the exam. So I passed. So sobrang saya ko, sobrang overwhelmed ako. So after niya ma-explain yung mga na-notice niya while I was driving na pwede ko pang i-improve, sabi niya, let's go back inside. So I followed him inside the office to his wicket. So he asked me to pay for the $31 fee for the driver's license. It's good for 2 years. And then he said like he issued me a temporary license which is valid for May, June, July, for 4 months yata yun. Because yung actual driver's license na ID is ipapadala in, I think, 60 days. Yeah, so yun yung gagamitin. Yung paper na yun yung gagamitin para makapag-drive na ako while waiting for the actual driver's license na ID card. Tapos, he took photo, and then yun na, tapos na. Pasado na tayo sa road test and aabangan na lang natin yung actual ID. So, para sa tips and advices ko naman, number 1 is to be calm. Kahit ninenervyos ka, try to be calm and just drive. So, especially if katulad ko na 20 years na akong nagdadrive and sa Manila pa, you know naman how it is in Manila, diba? Pero dito kasi iba yung rules and regulations nila. So, just drive calmly. And then, if alanganin, stop. Even if he tells you to do the turns, if alanganin ka, don't push through with it. Just wait till it's safe to do so. Make sure to follow the road signs. Importante, especially when you're in the playground area or school area or construction area, maximum speed is only 30 kilometers per hour. So, make sure to slow down your car once you enter those kind of roads. So, Pagka wala naman kayo dun sa mga area na kailangan maximum 30, ang speed limit is 50. So, hindi rin kayo pwede sobrang bagal na kakala nyo, to make sure na hindi ako mag-exceed ng speed limit, babagalan ko na lang. Hindi rin siya pwede. So, maintain your speed lang, 45 to 50. Minsan naman pwedeng mas mabilis ng konti doon, pero try to have it at 50 lang talaga. Tapos, yung sa mga turns, make sure to do your shoulder checks. So, as in, kada turn, kada may signal ako, shoulder check talaga ako. So, kunyari, change lang ako ng lane. So, talagang, shoulder check, tapos scan, ganyan. So, para sure na safe yung pagliko mo. Tapos, ang isang comment niya sa akin pala is yung stop. Hindi ako nagfo-full stop. Siguro kasi na-feel ko na clear naman yung area. So, pag may stop sign, make sure na you do a full stop. And then, scan the area properly. And then, before actually turning, do the shoulder checks again. Para sure na walang bicycle or walang pedestrian or walang any hazard that will cause a problem or an issue while you do that turn. Basically, before taking the road test and actually the knowledge test. So sa knowledge test, sinabi ko from my last video, I reviewed in the ICBC app. So for the road test naman, what I did to prepare is to watch Sebastian from Spin Driving School. I'll post his YouTube channel. So it was very helpful for me because Burnaby area yung inikutan namin because nga Burnaby licensing office siya. So this YouTube channel focuses on Burnaby area lang din. Anything na kailangan mo matutunan like road signs, turning lefts, mga hazards, everything you need to know about your road test, you can watch on this channel. So it was very helpful for me. So I watched his videos. I learned a lot from those. And then there are a lot of like tips and advices from him as well. And then he also had a video on what happens during the class 5 and also the class 7 road test. And then yun, watching those videos really helped because same area, Burnaby area lang siya eh. So or if you want to get him for a driving lesson, I think he's able to take you in from July onwards kasi nakalagay sa channel booked until June 2024 na siya. Another tip would be to be familiar in the area where you're gonna have your road test. So usually if you book in Burnaby licensing office, so usually around the area lang din yung magiging road test mo. So if you want, if you're not familiar with the Burnaby area, if you're more familiar, for example, with Surrey or with Vancouver, so book your road test within those licensing offices so that dun lang din kayo iikot kasi it's very different. So it's also good to have familiarity with the roads eh. So if you've been driving like for a few months like me, using my Philippine driver's license, I'm around this area lang kasi. So, naging advantage sa akin to book with Burnaby. And they're also like pleasant. Even the knowledge test, even this road test, very smooth yung process in this office. So, I really recommend this licensing office as well. And what else? So, yeah, just also like if you're not familiar with road signs, aside from watching the YouTube video, ICBC also has like a manual. Nandun lahat. So I browsed through it as well, even before taking the knowledge test. So it helped, especially with the road signs kasi ang daming different road signs here in BC. Yeah, another tip would probably be to take the road test in the morning if they have available slots because hindi siya ganun ka-traffic, hindi pa ganun kadami yung kotse sa kalsada. 8:30 is probably nahatid na yung mga bata sa school. So, yung in between ng rush hour na papasok na yung mga tao office and then tapos na yung pasok ng mga bata sa school, 'di ba? So medyo maluwag, wala masyadong kotse when I did the road test. And then actually swerte rin ako pero kasi hindi niya na ako pinalabas ng highway. And then if you're not familiar with if you're not used to doing parallel parking or reverse parking, practice those as well because part pa rin ng test yun. While we're driving, in-instruct niya ako, you pull over on this and then park. And then, since kahit alam mo pala na aalis din naman pala kayo, ang naging mali ko, I didn't put it on a parking, when I park, hindi ako nag-parking brake. So, isang comment niya yun sa akin. So, assume na talagang nag-park kayo when he asks you to do a parking, like a parallel parking, para complete parking cycle talaga siya. Actually, yung iba turn off the engine pa nga daw. Yun. Tapos, one more thing pala, he asked me how to open the door when I was like parked. So, hindi pwedeng yung left lang, tapos hindi ka titingin na ganon. So, the proper way to open the door is to reach over from your right hand like this, so you'll be able to like turn your body and see if there's an incoming traffic or incoming bicycle on your left side kasi blind side, 'di ba? So there you go, that's our vlog for today. I hope you learned something. I hope you like it as well. If you do, please click that like button, and if you have any more questions, write it down on the comment section down below. I'll try to answer it. And of course, good luck to your own road test. I hope you pass it on your first try. And that's it for me for today. I'll see you again on the next vlog. Thank you for watching. Bye!